Hello guys, this is Vaish. Today is day 45, June 21. We'll be doing science, the third episode because 1 and 2 was done long back. Same like the environment 1 and 2 was done. So tomorrow we'll do environment 3. Geography was done 3 episodes. Polity was done 4 episodes. History was done numerous episodes of different textbooks, including NCRT, R.S. Sharma, Satish Chandra, Art and Culture. Now I will try Nitin Singhani also. I'll try in the next 2 days. So see to it that you practice everything because ideally you have to join the test series because these are all picked up from the test only, but just to show you the level and the samples we are doing this series. Okay, so Vice Courses channel, the personality series, more and more personalities are going to come in the coming days, but you have to go and give your feedback. So today's first question: which of the following is the first aircraft carrier built in India? INS Vikramaditya, Vikrant, Virat, or Tarmugli? So this kind of lot of things are there, science things which keep coming in the news. So ideally you should make a table and by heart it. That will be easier one, because there is like this project 75 is there. We are making nuclear submarines also. We are making diesel electric submarines also. We are making aircraft carriers. We are making missiles. We are making, and you have to know the this thing, range also. Agni 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. So these things and all, everything in table format we are giving to our students. So they won't have any problem in by hearting these science factual things. Okay. And obviously this will keep coming in the news. So whoever does current affairs properly, they can also easily solve it. But if you don't solve it, that means you are studying from some wrong source. So Vikrant. So here the question is, it's not the first aircraft carrier it is asking. It's the one which is built in India. Okay. So to understand that, if you see this chart, Virat, Vikramaditya, Vikrant, and Vishal, this is the order. Okay. So different class is given here and different origin is given. So this was a UK one, meaning in British India time we had this, and then India adopted it, and then later decommissioned in March 2017. So from that time also in test series, this thing was there in news and we had prepared it. Okay. And in 2013, if you see this Vikramaditya, that is, which was a Soviet Navy's thing, that also we used it, and later I think now recently this also got decommissioned. Now Vikrant is there, which India built for the first time, Indians own, and then Vishal is there, which is built now, and after this one more is there. So go and find out which is the other one. But these kind of things, okay, if you don't study based on timeline, then the UPSC trick will what to say, make you lose marks, because they'll purposely ask a very factual kind of question about these things, because they know that you would have definitely heard these things, but the detailing you will not read it. Okay, so what is given on screen here will be sufficient, plus the current affair magazine what we teach you, that will be sufficient. But don't explore too much from their defense website and all, it's not required. Now Panchi, Lakshya, Tapas, Nishant, often seen in news are what? Fast watercraft, torpedo launchers, unmanned vehicles, K missiles, or Kala missiles. So this also is UPSC's favorite type of question. In 2017, I think they asked something called Astra Dharini or something like that. I don't remember correctly. Varunastra or Astra Dharini in news, and what is it? So that time the answer was torpedo launcher. So they will pick up things if they are in news. So now all the drones and unmanned vehicles are there in news. Even the drone rules and regulations are there drafted by Indian government. So it becomes very important. You have to know the names at least of different drones and unmanned vehicles in India. So it's given here. This Rustam, Netra, Imperial Eagle. So out of that, only 4 I have picked up and put in the question. Okay. So these are all there in the defense website, as I told. But please don't do over research. Just know the names at least. Okay, like what is what. So Vice Courses channel, most of you are not giving the feedback, so please like and comment also, because any little motivation from your side will keep this going. And the more you motivate daily, we can maybe do 2 episodes. Now I'm doing 1 episode at a time. I'll do 2 episodes or 3 episodes, because all these are again picked up from current affairs only. Okay, so if people who are like very bored to read the PDF in my test and all, you can watch the series and get a more insight, because visual is always better than reading. Okay, so please see to it that you support test series again. The discounts and installments are going to end, so hope you have all enrolled, the serious aspirants. Others, maybe if a next batch comes, you can join, else maybe you are losing the chance to join this. Now moonshot, seen recently in the news, refers to what? A code word for Chandrayaan 2 mission, Google's innovative projects, Facebook's drone project, SpaceX mission to the moon in 2020. So moonshot was in news. So if you have done current affairs, you would have heard this. UPSC have asked this also. Don't think like these kind of questions are not asked. Last year's or 2 years back, the question was Project Loon was in news, and it is related to what? And the choice was like Google, Microsoft, Facebook, that kind of thing it was. So here it is again Google, and this is actually the umbrella project kind of thing only of that Google's innovative project. So Google has adopted the term moonshot for its most innovative projects, many of which come out of the Google X, the company's semi-secret lab, Google moonshots include Google Glass, Project Loon, which is a balloon-based internet service project. About this only question came already. Driverless car, augmented reality, robots, all these things are their innovative projects. So that totally they are calling it as moonshot projects. Okay, so this is the term, and it's picked up from this Apollo 11 space flight. Okay, you should know 1969 when Neil Armstrong went. So that's also a very interesting thing and all about the moon. I'm going to make a video series soon, so wait for that. Now, onion router, frequently seen in the news, is closely related to what? Li-Fi, Wi-Fi, artificial intelligence, dark web. About dark web, I think till now much questions have not come in prelims at least. So Li-Fi, Wi-Fi, artificial intelligence and all, many a times in options and as answer it is there. So you have to know detailing. Okay, very recently Li-Fi versus Wi-Fi question was there. So here onion router is related to, it is dark web. Okay, you can imagine just like the onion which has different layers. So this is a technique for anonymous communication over a computer network. In this network, messages are encapsulated in layers of encryption analogous to layers of an onion. The encrypted data is transmitted through a series of network nodes called onion routers, each of which peels away a single layer, uncovering the data's next destination. When the final level is decrypted, the message arrives at its destination. The sender remains anonymous because each intermediary knows only the location of the immediately preceding and following nodes. Okay, so these kind of methods, okay, this anonymity which is mentioned, that is called onion routing. Okay, so dark web, dark internet and all is there. Okay, it's not like it doesn't exist, it is there, and many things are happening through that. So legal and illegal. So you have to know more details because that is the new thing going on. So which are the following is false about trans fat? This is also a term I am sure you would have heard, but you should know the detail also. So it is formed by hydrogenation of liquid oil. It is usually done for improved taste and longer shelf life of food items. Its consumption reduces the HDL cholesterol levels and increases the LDL cholesterol levels, or none of these. So here the question is which of the following is false? Read that first. Okay. Well, some people read the first statement and tell like, okay, A is correct, it is answer. Here they're asking the false statement. So these also, this cholesterol, this heart related things, all these things because of the lockdown and people doing work from home, sitting inside, these kind of terminologies are keep coming in news. Okay, there are many WHO related guidelines also coming out for this. So it's very important. In my May current affair which I'll be giving to students this week, a very important article is there. I have put it, so students will get it and they can read. So here everything is true. So if you see the explanation part, trans fat, also called trans fatty acid, is formed when liquid vegetable oils go through a chemical process called hydrogenation, in which hydrogen is added to make the oils more solid. Hydrogenated vegetable fats are used by food processors because they allow longer shelf life and gives food desirable taste, shape and texture. Okay, so first two statements are correct. Now evidence suggests that consumption of trans fat raises LDL, which is bad cholesterol, and lowers HDL, which is good cholesterol. Okay, causing the arteries to become clogged and increasing the risk of developing heart disease and stroke. So this LDL, HDL, most people may get confused. That's why this also will be learning for you. LDL is the bad cholesterol and HDL is the good cholesterol. Okay, so if you consume this trans fat, it is bad. So it will be reducing your good cholesterol. Okay, reducing the HDL. Okay, and increasing the LDL. So hope it's clear now. So please subscribe so that we can keep this free content alive. And the test series and the video series has to be supported by you so that we can proceed in more episodes. So thank you and have a nice day.